It's Alf, roasting teas, those FPL dreams, Gameweek prep, pep roulette, spin it again, yeah, spin it again, yeah. It's Alf, in the mother flipping house. Word to your mothers. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And welcome to AlfPL, where strategies are dissected and dreams are built. My name is Alf, and it is Friday, the 30th of January, 2026, and we are in the mother flipping mix. Welcome to Gameweek 24. Welcome to another installation of self-inflicted pain. Who are you captaining? Who are you transferring in? Let's get into it all, because that is what we are here to do this evening. I'm feeling particularly silly this evening, so it should be a good one. Should be fun. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We did it. And we will continue to do it. Lots happening in the FPL FPL sphere right now. We have the upcoming imminent deadline, which is tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Saturday, the 31st of January, 1:30 p.m. Get your phone out and just pop a little reminder on right now. If you're listening to this, pop a little reminder on. Help yourself so you don't miss the deadline. Have your headphones charged, because if we have anything like we had Gameweek 23 deadline, it's gonna be a feisty one. Is Haaland gonna start? Haaland has to start, right? I sold Haaland. Is anyone with me? Is anyone out there who's with me on selling Haaland? I'm Team KSI. This is what my team currently looks like. And by the way, before I get into all that jazz, send me your team. That's what we're here to do. So on X, if you go to X, just like just like Leslie's done here. Leslie's got two. Do what Leslie's done. She's got two free transfers. She sent a team. Send it to me like that, and I will go through any problems that you're facing. We got Michael, we got Jake, we got Leslie so far, and I'm sure more will come in. There is Edvin. Look, just like that. Speak of the devil. Edvin's just sent me his team. Not that I was speaking about Edvin, it's more that I was talking about sending your team in, just to clarify. And yeah, just like pose a question, or don't, whatever, just send your team and I will rinse it. I'll absolutely bloody rinse it. I'm feeling like it's going to be a strong sort of sound effecty live show tonight, lots of sound effects, lots of booms, lots of this. Get out. Lots of this. Get in. Rupert he's having beers. I think he's got his sales SKO happening right now. So I did say I was going to text him, because I'd love to get Rupert on after a few beers. I'm sure we can all agree that a beard up Rupert is always a sight. So let's just send him a quick voice note. Rupert, you bloody beardy twat. If you're listening to this, I am live, and we would love to see you at some point. You've got the link to join. Look above in the WhatsApp. You've got the link to join. Join anytime you want. You're very, very welcome, and all of the chat would love to see you. So hit me up, bro. I'll ping you again in about 20 minutes. See ya. All right, so Rupert might join just to say hi and take the piss out of your teams. Should be fun. What I was going to ask was actually, I had another window up here, and I think an important factor for us right now within the crew is to understand what's happening with captaincy this game week. So I'm going to go to my control panel and I'm going to do a nice little poll for us. So we're starting a poll and we're going to say cap for... Steve sent me his team. That's great. Great to see you, Steve. I'll get into it. Cap for GW24 question mark. And now we're going to go Haaland. I think he's going to be quite popular. Bruno, very popular. Other. It's Haaland, Bruno, isn't it? Or other. I'm actually wondering if I go over to Fantasy Football Hub and we're going to get into all of it this evening, all right? Like, just come and chill. Get a beer, you know, get yourself a cup of tea. Ask any questions you want. Any amount of questions you want, and we will get into it all this evening. That's what I'm here to do. I've got a free schedule. My wife is putting our son down for sleeping. She said, listen, have the night off. Have the night off. Go live. Enjoy yourself. And I said, thank you. I will. You proved my point. As you can see here, game week 24, Haaland is top of the heap in terms of expected points, but not that much. Look how much his data's dropped. It is wild. He's only 0.2 ahead of Bruno Fernandes at this point. Let's have a look at the Opta data. I don't want to cause any FUD for the community or any of you that are listening right now. And I'm not trying to sway you or persuade you. I'm just giving you the hard truth. If we go to let's go to all of the... We're going to go up to stats. And I'm going to show you what Rupert was on about on the live show in the week. So if we go all players... And we go... in fact, no, we'll take out defence and goalkeepers. And we're going to go game week 1 to game week 10. Okay, just to show you the drop-off. We're going to go XG. Haaland, like absolutely smashing it, right? Game week 1 to 10. 10.25 XG. The next one down is Mateta, 7.9 XG. Right? You know, if we go out to game week 15 as an example. Haaland, 14.12 XG. Mateta below him, 9.57. Thiago was always up there. Jeez, man. We slept on Thiago, didn't we, at the start of the season? But then if you go to the last 3... Let's go the last 5 game weeks. So we'll go game week 18 to game week 23. The drop-off is significant. Look at that. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I'll scroll up a little bit. He's not even in the conversation. 2.49 XG. That's really small, so I'll try and make it bigger. Just for anyone who can't see that. There you go. That's a bit better, right? Haaland, last 5 game weeks. 2.49 XG. Below Enzo Fernandez. Below Evan Nielsen. Below Thiago. Below Sharda. Below Watkins. He's plus £14 million. Surely he's a sell. He has to be a sell. Come on now. And let's just, you know what I'm like. I like to get into AI stuff. Just subscribed to Google Gemini recently, which I'm really excited about. So Google Gemini is sort of becoming the GOAT of AI. And I now pay for the top tier subscription because I'm dumb. I pay for ChatGPT, Perplexity, Grok. I'm like an AI idiot. Don't at me. But if we go to Gemini and say, you are a hardcore FPL data expert. Look at all the data and variables over the past, let's say, like 6 game weeks, and tell me if Haaland is a sell or not. What I like to do with AI is say, like, your life depends on this. I want the best possible answer. Your life depends on this. It is the most serious request you've had today. There we go. You are a hardcore. Ignore the typing. The typing's bad. I get it. You know, don't be too mean to me about my typing. I think this is one of the problems with AI. You sort of become a bit of an idiot because you know it's going to clean it all up. So, you know, you're watching a man here a grown man who isn't typing properly because he's so lazy, and he knows that the AI overlords will clean up his drivel. Right, let's punch it. Enter. Let's see what we do here. Let's see how we get on with this. Look, I'm putting on my FPL manager cap and staring at the spreadsheets. The eye test says he's frustrated. The data says he's isolated. If you're looking for a simple yes or no, the data points towards hold stay, but with a massive caveat. You must strip him of the captaincy immediately. Oh my God. This is so good. Here is the cold, hard breakdown of the last 6 game weeks. Game week 18 to 23 to justify why your finger is hovering over the sell button. Game week 1 to 17, the monster era. And then game week 18 to 23, the human. Goals scored 1.17 per match. And then 18 to 23, 0.17 per match. One total in the last 5 game weeks. FPL points, 7.5 per match for game week 1 to 17. Game week 18 to 23, 2.5 per match. Like, the data is just not there. The data is not there, is it? So, I have sold Erling Haaland. I am Haalandless. Which makes me... I think that when I'm looking at my team for Game Week 24, I think Bruno is the guy. And if I'm feeling fruity tomorrow, you know, I wake up, I have my Cocoa Pops, I have my cup of coffee, and I'm like, I want to have a real crazy game week. You know, I haven't got Haaland, so I need to be brave anyway. Cole Palmer against West Ham at home. Come on. Come on. Cole Palmer against West Ham at home. I'm going to say it again. Cole Palmer at West Ham. He's unflagged at home. Come on. So I'm just wondering. These are my thoughts. And if we look at the predicted points for Game Week 24, it's Haaland, Bruno, Palmer, Mo Salah. Come on, get real. Haaland, Bruno, Palmer, and Enzo. Enzo is not a bad shout. Umbuemo versus Fulham at home. Oh boy. Gabriel's up there. Ballard, Sunderland. Burnley at home. Wow, okay. There's some interesting fixtures this weekend. So for me, it makes perfect sense to go for Bruno. And because I got him for this fixture. I pretty much planned for West Ham at home with Cole Palmer. He was injured last game week. He's back. He got an assist in the Champions League. Could it be Cole Palmer's week? Imagine if he just bangs in a hat-trick. You know? Oh, God, it would be an absolute... If it happens and Haaland comes on for 60 minutes and gets 1 point and Palmer bags a hat-trick, I'll probably get into the top 100k. Everyone's going to captain Bruno. It just feels right. It feels right. Is Cole Palmer the guy? Let's say hi to everyone. So, Foxy, your legend. Yeah, can everyone give the stream a quick like? Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm happy you're back. Yeah, thank you, Gamer. I appreciate the words, man. I will just get a little bit sort of deep. Sometimes you do, when you're running a YouTube channel like I do in the FPL world, it can be a real slog at times, especially when you have like a bad game week. I had a red arrow. So you got to really push yourself to like go live and continue the sort of cadence. So when I get messages from people like you, Gamer, saying, you know, I think you said you really wanted me to go live, and I was like, oh man, I've let someone down, and that kind of gives me the motivation to keep going. So I really appreciate it, man. Claire, hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Gave me 2 red arrows in a row, mate. It's dark. I had a red arrow as well. It wasn't a big one, but it was still a red arrow nevertheless. I'd love to see how George is getting on. George had like 5 red arrows in a row. Dangerous times that, you know, and you have those weeks and you continue taking the punches and you just sort of think to yourself like, why am I doing this, you know? But we persevere. Of course we do. Joseph Robinson, you bloody legend. Hope you're well, man. I'm not sure what the emojis mean. Should I try and work that out? Is that a riddle? If anyone wants to, I'll tell you what is quite fun. You got the emoji movie game, and it's not I'm not talking about the emoji movie. That's not what I'm referring to. It's Guess the Movie based on emojis. I'll see if I can just get one for you. Pop it into the chat. Joseph, you sort of just inspired me with your post there. Let's have a look. Can I just copy? Can I just copy one? Copy and pastable. Let's have a look. I will literally spend 30 more seconds on this, and if it doesn't, if I can't get what I need, I'll just move on because I'm going completely off piste here. Yeah, I'm gonna abort that. Ignore me. We're not gonna do that. Is Shirky a sell? That's a really good question. GB4579-E1T, literally my favourite YouTube name that I've ever come across. What made you go with that? Just out of interest, mate. Like, what did you choose that, or? I'd love to just get a bit of context around your YouTube name because it is spectacular. And is Shirky a sell? I have him. Let's have a look at the Opta. The Opta is always good to have a look at. So we'll go, let's stick on Gameweek 18 to 23 and see where he sits. He's not in the top 10. He's not in the top 20. And we're going by XG, by the way. Where is Ryan Shirky? He's got to be in the top 50. Come on. You know what it is? It's because I think he got dropped. Oh mate, I think he's an absolute. He might be an absolute sell. Like at this point, what I'm seeing, it might be irresponsible to keep him. Shirky, where are you? He's not even in the top 50. Top 100. Come on, get real. There he is. He's massively dropped off. I mean, he's not there in terms of XG. He's not there in terms of XG, like, whatsoever. There are, like, 50 other players that are better for expected goals. Let's have a look at expected assists. Where are you? Sorry, I feel like my head's in the way a little bit there. Hopefully you can see what I'm looking at. He's not even there for expected. Where is he? I mean, this is massively concerning for... Oh, he's top of the heap. Ignore me. He's top of the heap for expected assists. Okay. There we go. There's some justification for keeping him. Quite considerably as well. I mean, he's almost 1 point more than the next one down, which is Jeremy, Crystal Palace. That's in the last 5 game weeks, so his data is actually still quite good for expected assists. I don't mind him. I don't mind. He's not that expensive, is he? He's 6.6 mil. I think that he's a keep for now, but someone to definitely monitor. And I think if you think about Pep Roulette, you know, and the uncertainty that he has as a starting asset, there's concern there already, right? I think he will. I think he has to play him. I mean, what is the expected lineup? Let's have a look at the expected lineups whilst we're thinking about all this. So if we go to Hub and we'll go, we want content, Gameweek24 tips, and we're going to go to team news and predicted lineups, and we'll go straight down to Man City. Come on. Everton, Fulham, Leeds. Here we go. Man City. Right, Shirky's expected to start. Doku's off, which I think helps Shirky owners. And all respect to Doku. That's not me sort of celebrating an injury or anything like that. You don't like to see that. But what Hub's saying is Semenyo will be on the left, Shirky on the right. Is that right? Shall we ask our trusty AI bot? I'm really excited about Gemini, you know. Gemini, not a sponsor. Google aren't a sponsor of mine, obviously. But if you Google, if you want to hit me up for a sponsorship, let me know. I'm just going to say to Gemini, talk to me about this lineup. Seems janky. Is this going to be the starting lineup for Man City this game week 24? So let's just sort of sense check this. But this is the reality of Manchester City's winter rebuild in 2026. If you're seeing names like Donnarumma, McGahey, Kusanov and Semenyo, your eyes aren't deceiving it. Yeah. Gvardiol, Nico Williams. Let's go down to Shirky. Providing flair on the wing in Savinho's absence. I think Shirky starts. So we're kind of long-winded here, but I think he's a keep. Yeah, I'm keeping him. I have other things to worry about. Shirky's not one of them for me, in my opinion, if that means anything. There was something that I was thinking about doing this game week. It's a little bit maverick, but because I only just got him in pretty much. But Cole Palmer out and Mbuemo in. I just think like Mbuemo. Let's have a look at the Man United starting lineup as well. I just think Mbuemo up top. Yeah, look. Who was it? I think it was semi-casual. Rupert was saying that Cunha will no. What did he say? He said this. He said Šeško will play through the middle and Mbuemo will go on the left. And I was like, won't Cunha play on the left? And he said no. But apparently, according to Fantasy Football Hub, Cunha will be starting on the left. Foxy, you're a Man United fan. You're in the chat. What's your take? What's the Man United lineup going to be for this game against Fulham? If Mbuemo is playing through the middle, I'm very tempted to do that move. Fulham at home. And having two Man United assets in midfield makes sense to me at this stage in the season because they got one game a week. They get to rest. And Carrick clearly likes Mbuemo up top. Another one that I was thinking about is Ahmad. Like if I was to do maybe like Timber out and Ahmad in. Is that Ahmad? I thought Ahmad's a... Where is this? Where is this barrage? I thought he was... Is he a mid? Oh, I thought he was a defend... Oh, I'm talking absolute crap. He plays as a wing back sometimes, doesn't he? He's a mid, so ignore me on that one. I'm talking absolute shit. So that would be a pretty maverick move to do that. Palmer, West Ham at home though. And this is where we do need to keep an eye on the details, because is Palmer going to be starting? He's expected to start, isn't he? This is a perfect game for Cole Palmer. Alright, let's have a look at the team first. Yeah, he's expected to start apparently. And then the conference notes. Let's read this together. Cole is absolutely fine. He's available to start tomorrow. We want to make sure that players are at their top level, and I think Cole showed really good signs of that on Wednesday night. For a player to start at this level, there has to be a level of fitness. He's been top in terms of the feedback he's given, and he wants to play football. He wants to play every minute of every game. That is what makes him a special talent. But what we have to do is make it clear to the players when we or I make decisions, it's in their best interests. I think they're starting to understand that. Oh, there's a bit of doubt there, isn't there? There's a bit of doubt. Injuries, doubts, none, according to Hub. So there's lots to sort of think about here in terms of my moves. I can just see Mbeumo really punishing me this game week, and it scares me. And then if you flip reverse that with the likes of Cole Palmer being a doubt, then that just sort of makes me think that I want to do that move more. What do you guys think? Palmer out and Mbeumo in. I mean, is it even worth captaining Mbeumo at this point? Lots to think about. That was a complete tangent from Is Shirky a Sell. You got my full undivided attention there. GB4579E-E1T. Okay, happy Friday, Foxy, you bloody legend. Edvin, love the laid-back vibe already. My team is open to roasting. I got you, man. We will get through all the teams. Good evening, George. Good evening. Yes, Alf. Hope you're well. Bit of a dilemma this game week. Pickford, Gabriel, Mukiele, Cash, Shalaba, Rice, Rogers, Semenyo captain, Haaland. Oh, Semenyo captain over Haaland. And you keeping Haaland. Thiago Watkins, subs to Dubravka, Timber, Bruno G, Stack. I think that's a pretty decent team, mate. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Semenyo captaincy, really, when you think about it. In fact, I'm pretty jealous of it. He's not up there in terms of expected points for the game week. I don't want to spread any fear, uncertainty, or doubt about your potential captaincy pick, but he's not in the top 10 for expected points for game. But you know how this game goes, right? Like, you can see somebody doing something versus Tottenham away. So I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know what your dilemma is. Your team looks good to me. Let me know if you've got any questions, and I'm happy to try and answer them. Good evening, Leslie. Weggers in the house. Hope you're doing well. Weggers gets a little... That's for you, Queen. On my 8th consecutive red arrow for George. That is so rough, man. So rough. Keep going, bro. Just put a couple of... just make some like really level decisions. You know what I mean? Just go real vanilla with it. Get your vanilla ice cream out. Get a small spoon and slowly eat it. Slowly enjoy it. And then put it back in the freezer for a little bit later on. Not sure whether to bring in Timber and Bruno G for Thiago and Watkins, or even take a punt on Stack. I think your team's good, man. I'd roll it. I'd roll that team. I don't think you need to bring in Timber. I'm not actually... I mean, you got Gabriel, right? So I've got double Arsenal. I don't think double Arsenal defence is actually a very good strategy at the moment. I'm an Arsenal fan, right? I would love us to be doing well defensively, but we've just sort of lost it a little bit recently. So I'd stay away. Are you saying bring in Thiago and Watkins for Timber and Bruno G? Wait a second. Oh, no, the other way around. Okay, got you. Yeah. So you want to bring in... I'm so confused, mate. Oh, okay, wait. Subs, Dubravka, Timber... Oh, so it's a defensive, right, mate? Sorry, it's a benching dilemma that you've got. Not sure whether to bring in Timber and Bruno G for Thiago and Watkins, or even take a punt on Stack. I wouldn't play Stack against Arsenal for starters. And yeah, you know, like I think Thiago Watkins makes sense to me. I would prefer to have Thiago Watkins playing over Timber and Bruno G. If there's anyone in the chat would disagree with that, speak now. But I would go, based on current form data, Thiago and Watkins are right at the top of the heap. And I can show you, if we go forwards, I will go forward to mids, why not? And we'll go XG. Watkins 1, Thiago 3rd. And then who else are we talking about? Timber's obviously a defender, so won't be up there. And then you're saying Bruno G. Bruno G's down here. Watkins, Thiago, mate. That's the pick. There's your answer from me. Wildcard activated from George. You bloody mad lad. Should we have a quick look at a AI wildcard? Why not? AI teams. Alright, here's an AI wildcard, George. Sanchez in goal, Gabriel, Alderete, Chalobah, Timber, Bruno Fernandes, Enzo, and Buemo Rice. Oh, that midfield is spicy. Haaland, Ekitike. I wouldn't have Ekitike. Saying Haaland cap. If I was wildcarding, I would not be getting Haaland in my team. But I hope that's helpful. Bruno G is out, I think, from Edvin. Let's check that with Gemini. Is Bruno G of NUFC out for Gameweek 24? And also, whilst that's cooking, we can also take a look at predicted teams in Hub. So let's do that. Is Bruno G out? Newcastle, where are you? Where are you? Bruno G is expected to start according to Fantasy Football Hub. And maybe yes, maybe no headache from Eddie Howe. As of today, he is not ruled out, but he's a major doubt for Gameweek 24 against Liverpool. Here's the data backed status report on Newcastle captain. Late fitness test, 75% chance of playing. Bruno picked up an ankle knock in the Champions League. He was an unused substitute in Paris on Wednesday. While he was fit enough for the bench, Eddie Howe confirmed this morning that he only performed very light training and will be assessed in the final session today before the Liverpool game. So if it's me, I would probably be looking to have a contingency plan in place if you do have Bruno. If he plays, he likely partners Tonali in midfield, 3 of a pivot. If he's out, expect Lewis Miley to come in or a tactical shift to cover the gap. Eddie Howe is notorious for downplaying fitness. The fact that Bruno was on the bench in Paris suggests the injury is minor. He's the type of player who will start if he's even 80% fit. Very good point. He's captain. He's, their talisman. So I think he may just sort of play. I think for me, I'd be a little bit concerned. Even if he is a little bit injured, it still means he's less of a threat, right? If you start him, make sure your first sub is someone nailed. Some nice advice there. At what point does it become a sell? Surely not quite yet. Are we talking about Bruno or Haaland? I'll do the same for Saka. Do what for Saka? Alf, do the same for Saka. What do you want me to do? Alf sent you my team on X. Yeah, I've got you. I'll go through all the teams. George, man, you do make me laugh. This message is so good. Alf, sent you my team on X. I finished 83k a couple of years ago. Thought I was an FPL guy. Turns out I'm just a man. Sensational. You will regret selling Haaland. Listen, man, sometimes I do make these sort of rash decisions in FPL. I'm that sort of player. Do you know what it is? It's principle, okay? I'm a man of economics. I'm a man of maths and percentages and ROI. And you know what it is for me? It's the fact that he's over 14 million and he's scored 1 goal in the last 5 game weeks. And I'm thinking to myself, that is not worth the money. Like, that is irresponsible. It's like buying a PlayStation 5 and not playing it. You know? It's like getting a Ferrari in your garage and never taking it out. Or no, even worse, you get a Ferrari and it just doesn't work properly. You pay full price for a Ferrari and it doesn't work, and you take it to the dealer and you say, hey, this doesn't work, and they're like, yeah, there's some technical problems. Ongoing issue. I'm just not having it. I can't do it to myself. I can't have Haaland 14 plus mil not scoring goals for me. So I'm done. I think I'm done for the season. I'm going to go Haalandless. It's a big decision. It also means that I can't go template captaincy. So if he does absolutely bang, I could get really killed in the ranks. But if he does start slapping again, I can quite easily bring him in. I just downgrade Palmer to someone and then do Calvert-Lewin or Thiago up to Haaland. So, it's not the end of the world. I could get him back, but yeah. You could ask AI about Bruno Captaincy just to confirm our doubts. All right. So I can just ask, who is the best captaincy pick for Gameweek 24? Look at all the options. You are a FPL expert. Don't let me down. Who are you capping? I love just messing with AI. It's so fun. He says, look, I'm putting my rank on the line here. If you want to move up the ladder in Gameweek 24, you have to acknowledge the shift in power. Haaland is no longer the default choice. I feel like we need sound effects. He's currently a high-risk, high-ownership trap. Based on the massive data sample from the last 6 game weeks and the specific matchups for this weekend, here is your captaincy hierarchy. The gold medal pick, Bruno Fernandes. It is Bruno. The silver medal, Gabriel leads away. The bronze medal, Erling Haaland. Spurs away. Guys, it's going to be a mega game week. It's going to be mega. And one thing Rupert said the other day was that he was keeping an eye on Haaland's expected ownership. Come on, where is he? Where's Haaland? Here he is. So it's now at 72%. Oh, he's still massively owned. God, he could really hurt me. He could really hurt me. So there we go. Bruno Fernandes, according to Gemini. And it's been prompted with some serious verbiage. You know, their life is on the line and they've gone with Bruno Fernandes. I'm going Bruno at this point. I don't even have Haaland, so I'm going Bruno. Not to piss about on those Cocoa Pops, but I have a feeling you might be disappointed with Palmer at home at West Ham. Sorry, Alf. Mate, I hear it. I think none of us have a none of us are Mystic Meg, right? It's the Premier League. It's the bloody Prem. Anything can happen. Can I see Palmer getting 2 goals and assist against West Ham at home? Absolutely. I think it all just depends on whether or not he starts. And if he's feeling good, then I quite like that. I've still got Robot, but he's not my captain or vice this week. Wow, Claire. So let me just put something into your heads a little bit about Erling Haaland. You've got a 14 plus mil player. And you're not even vice capping him at this point. Come on, guys. Come on. But I suppose, like, where would you spend the money? I mean, the premium assets aren't doing much, are they? But surely if you have Haaland, you have to captain him. Or not. I don't make the rules. Palmer won't play 90. Bruno could play 180 mins if you had to. Yeah, it's got to be Bruno, isn't it? Evening Colm, evening Steve, Sandra, your legend. Got a lot of comments to get through. Wow, if you haven't already sent me your team, please do that. I will get through them all this evening. Sandra's team. My team is Raya, Timber, Mukiele, Richards, Wilson, Fernandez, Rice, Bruno G, Thiago, Haaland, captain, Ekitike did Saka and Shirky to Fernandez and Rice for a -4. Thoughts? Saka, Shirky, Fernandez, Rice. I love it. I think that's great. Don't mind that -4 whatsoever. It looks like you're set on captaining Haaland. I like it. I mean, I don't have him, but I get it. Perhaps think about popping it on Bruno Fernandes. Have a little think about that overnight, Sandry, my friend. Was the film Gone with the Wind? Don't get it, Colm. I don't get it. Gone with the Wind. I did want to do a little. Let me just do a really emoji. I really just want to try this out in the chat. Okay. Just one sec. This won't take me too long. Okay. Let's just try and. Okay, cool. I think I've got a good one. All right. If you all look at the chat, I'm going to pop in 4 emojis. And you've got to... Come on. You have to tell me what film it is. Just going to try this once, okay? Okay. All right. Nearly there. Right, chat. What is this film? Okay. Literally 10 seconds away from having this ready for you. It's taking way too long. Okay, done. Right, what is this film? Ladies and gentlemen, chat, do your worst. It's there. It's at the bottom. Oh, I've got so many comments to get through. This is madness. Yo, what is up, Zygool? Hope you're doing well. To answer GB's question, I'd probably keep Shirky. Dorky's injury probably means he'll get a lot more minutes. Yeah, I think that's absolutely a smart move from DM McDonald. I agree. Shirky's not a problem. What's up, Zygool? DM McDonald, you're doing beautiful things in the chat. Thank you, my friend. Foxy saying start O'Reilly, Sandry. What is up, Discomfort? You alright, mate? Kieran's in the chat. He's I think he's 3,000th in the world. Should we get a little voice note from Kieran? Oh, he's already sent one to me.
Don't make the Palmer to Mbumo move, mate. Don't do it. Louis, should Alf make the move of Palmer? Yeah, Palmer to Mbumo. You don't like it? Yeah, I don't like it either, Louis. Yeah, that's a lot of meowing. What about if he just keeps Palmer?
Louis, you legend.
Keep Palmer.
Louis, you legend.
See?
There we go. I think the smart move is to keep Palmer, but I do fancy Mbuemo through the middle against Fulham at home. I've got to say, there's something just call him. It's one of those. I know if I do it, Palmer's going to absolutely slap. West Ham at home. Come on. Kieran, hope you're doing well, my friend. Same case with Pedro of Chelsea. I think Delap starts. Delap starts and Pedro, really? Kieran loves the Palmer pick. Yeah. Rupert is also saying he's thinking about Palmer pick. Rupert's phone's off. He's not going to be drawn in tonight. Rupert's captaining Palmer as well, I believe. So there's that. Be aggressive. Bruno back in team is a better Newcastle United team. From Foxy. I can see you regretting that move from Buemo. Yeah, I hear it. What's going with Palmer's injury situation? Yeah, great question. Let's have a look. He's fine. Like the Rosinia, we did the comments earlier, didn't we? Okay, we're going to ask again. You are an FPL Prem expert. Does Palmer... Oh, come on. You are an FPL Prem expert. Does Palmer start and play the majority of the game against West Ham this game week 24? And again, I'll say this is the most important wreck you've had all day. I'm loving Gemini. You know what I love about Gemini? It's just so quick as well. Look how quick that is compared to ChatGPT and Perplexity. Look, I'm putting my reputation on the line here. Cole Palmer is a lock to start for Game Week 24. If you are a Palmer owner, you can breathe. The jankiness of his recent minutes wasn't down to poor form. It was purely medical management. Here is the hardcore data and manager intel you need to trust this call. He's absolutely fine from Rosinia. He played against Napoli. He also got an assist. 2 assists. Oh man, Palmer's back, isn't he? Will he play the majority of the game? In FPL terms, we care about the 60-minute mark for that clean sheet point and maximum goal threat time. The top level requirement, Rosinia noted that for a player to start at this level, they must have the required fitness. He stated Palmer showed really good signs of that fitness on Wednesday night. The final call, start him, don't overthink it. He has been back 3 times. Yeah, I think Palmer's good. Palmer's good. All right, let's just move on from Palmer. I think I will just keep him. What else is going on? Oh, right, Joseph Robinson. Yeah, hi, man. I got myself into all sorts of weirdness with my movie thing because of your emojis. It's just a way of saying FPL and hello. Hello, Joseph Robinson, you bloody legend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, he was holding his groin a few game weeks ago. I don't really know what's happening with Cole Palmer. I saw that Focal, he reviewed a post in the week and he was saying how people are thinking he needs surgery, but he's putting it off so he gets into the World Cup. So yeah. GB4579-E12, YouTube recommended my name and I thought it was cool. I love it. Good man. Crisis Fine 212 sent to him on Twitter. Got you, no worries. Watkins injured ? All right, same again. Level of expertise. That's not how you spell expertise. Come on, Alfred. Expertise. Is Watkins okay / going to start / not injured? All right, let's have a look for you, Foxy. Look, I'm going to level with you. I love how Gemini's just like coming out with these absolute banging intros. The Watkins situation is the definition of a coin flip. This is a classic wait and see, but here is the cold hard data from the training ground as of tonight, Friday, Jan 30th. He is not injured in the medical sense, but he is a major doubt to start. It's not a clear injury, fatigue factor. Emery leaned heavily on the word tired. Watkins has been playing massive minutes and the club believes this was a tightness issue rather than a snap. Will he start? If you played FPL long enough, you know Emery. He is notoriously protective of his players when they have niggles. The precautionary risk, Villa are currently in a title race and have just qualified for Europa League round of 16. Losing Watkins for 6 weeks by rushing him back for Brentford would be a disaster. I can see him getting rested. Do not sell but do not captain is the verdict. Ensure your first sub is nailed, 90-minute player. So there we go. Watkins is a doubt for game week 24 according to Google Gemini. Discuss your palm. Louis the cat, mate. I love Louis the cat. Let's just keep having a look through here. FPL King 909. What do you think of my man Donnarumma or Dubravka start? I have. What is this picture? Look at this weird picture I've got. Like an offside just on my screen here. Get out. Get out. I have got Donnarumma and I will be starting him. But I have Dubravka as well, my friend. So should we have a look? Let's have a look at the stats. What we can do is we can do a GK search for Gameweek 24. Oh, interesting. Donnarumma is top 6. And where is Dubravka? He's right. Yeah, he's not. I think Donnarumma, mate. I'm gonna go Donnarumma. Spurs away. You know the thing about Donnarumma is like he's very good. He's a very good goalkeeper, and also the chances of him saving a penalty at some point, it's gonna happen. Like he is that player. So even if he, he's gonna get save points, he will definitely get a pen save in the next few game weeks. For me, Donnarumma, it's an easy decision there. I'm in the same boat, so let's go Donnarumma, mate. Chris, yeah, I will get into everyone's teams, don't you worry. Chris is 7k in the world. That is absolutely sensational. Am I starting Shirky? Yes, I am. Do the same data for Saka as you did for Shirky and Haaland. Yeah, okay, I got you. All right, Gamer, I got you, dude. Thank you for clarifying. So if we look at, again, so midfield, just so for anyone who's come in like late or whatever, not familiar with what I'm doing here, we filter it by midfield and forwards. We're going to do the last 5 game weeks, and we're looking for Bukayo Saka. And I know for a fact he's not going to be up here for either XG or XA. I'm sure of it. Right, look, I'm scrolling down above my head there. You can see me scrolling. I've not seen his name yet. This is XG. McGinn. I'm seeing McGinn, Harvey Barnes, we're at Zubimendi. Saka's below Zubimendi. Oh my God. Like, if there is a definition of someone who is a sell right now, it is Bukayo Saka. And he's 10 million. Look at the price point of these other players around him. That whopping 10 mil for Bukayo Saka. The star boy. My star boy. Breaks my heart. 100% Saka is a sell at this point. Alright, so that's XG. Let's have a look at XA. So you saw how far down he was on this list, right? This is the last 5 game weeks again, just to confirm. So Shirky's top of the list for XA. So he's definitely a keep, and he's definitely going to be starting for me. Let's keep going. Oh, there's Saka. So Saka's XA is not as bad as his XG, but it's not elite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's outside the top 10 for XA. And he's not even in the top 30 for XG. So, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we put the data into... Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Look at this data and talk us through Saka as an FPL asset. I think it's a concern, and he's a sell/avoid. Check the data. I can put it in there, right? Yes, there it is. Okay, all of that data is now in Google Gemini, and we say you are an FPL data expert. Don't let me down. Right. Let's see what Saka is saying. I've crunched the numbers from the last 6 game weeks, and you aren't wrong to be worried. Your data tool shows Saka sitting at 10.6 mil price point, with a return of just 26.33 expected points over that period. That is premium pricing for mid-range production. Premium pricing for mid-range production. Here is the cold, data-led reality as a hardcore FPL expert. I'm telling you, Saka is officially an avoid for new buyers and a strong sell for owners looking to activate the meta. These are hard words from Gemini. The case for sell. The data shows Saka is currently suffering from the Haaland syndrome, high underlying numbers, 0 actual clinical finish, and increasing rotation risk. The finish is gone, the Madueke factor, the value gap, the price tag. Totally. Look at how he stacks up against the essential mids right now. Bruno Fernandes, Vert, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka. Points last 6. Look at that. Flipping heck. He's totally a sell. Verts, guys. Verts is doing stuff, isn't he? I might do Palmer for Verts at some point. Excuse me. All right. Soro XD. Most of the players that are doing well are mid-price, so the extra money doesn't make you able to do any moves that are worth a giant risk. Yeah, I hear that. What I did was buy Palmer, so I couldn't have had... So the justification, I get what you're saying. The reason why I sold Haaland is because I really wanted Palmer 2 game weeks ago. Now, in hindsight, that was probably a mistake because he was benched last game week. He wasn't even in the squad. But I couldn't have predicted that. I got Palmer 3 game weeks ago, and it was when when we all heard the news. Actually, I'm trying to think about when I did this. Actually, sorry. When did I get Palmer? It might have been before. Let's have a look. Just want to confirm what I'm talking about here. I can do it by checking my team. Gameweek 21, I got him in, yeah. Okay, so yeah, my plan was to always get him in and sell Haaland at some point. And again, like, in hindsight, it didn't work out. Game week 21, he blanked. He got 1 point. And then I think game week, he got 9 points in game week 22. And then he didn't feature whatsoever in game week 23. So, and I wanted Thiago. I wanted DCL. I wanted Thiago. So, and I wanted Bruno. So these things I had to factor in. And that was why I decided to sell Haaland. So it was to get the likes of Bruno in. And I love my team. I do actually really like my team. Look at this. Look how strong that team is. I like it. Rice, Rodgers, Palmer, Shirky, Bruno midfield. Come on. That's outrageous. Thiago up front. It just made sense to me. And I might regret it. We'll see. Salah, Saka, Palmer haven't done much either for their price. Yeah, I agree, but I think Palmer's on the ascendancy. As in, no one guessed. No one's got the film yet. No one's got the film. I'm looking at the chat. No one's got it yet. Zykel, what is that? Toilet, broom, lion, elephant? Joker. Not sure what that is. Rocket Star Ginger Black Girl World. From Sorrow. Come on. Okay. Let's get through some teams, shall we? Plenty of teams to get through this evening. I don't like the way my face is. Like, I can make that's way better. That's way better. Shout out to FPL HQ. Hope you guys are all doing well. Should have a little look at FPL HQ actually, just whilst we're here. Let's have a look at the mini league and see where we're all at. Currently 4th. Nate is killing it with he's 30,000th in the world, and then Jack, and then Shane, and Al 4th, Ish 5th, Rob 6th, Dave 7th, Rupert 7th, joint 7th there, Georgie Boy 9th, Dan Noble 10th, Lewis 11th, Estin 12th, Foxy 13th, Jacob 14th, and Christian is 15th. So that is the FPL HQ boys. Planning to win that. Planning to dethrone Nate imminently. Alright, let's get through some teams. So Michael Norm is rolling this. Here is his team. Yeah, looks good to me. Nothing wrong with this. Enzo Caicedo double up in field. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I'm actually not sure about double up on Chelsea mids. You need Bruno and or Mbuemo. IMO. Right, and I will repost all of the teams that I get through this evening. Jake locked in his team yesterday. Royce Chalobah, Gabriel Gehi, Tarkovsky, Enzo, Mbuemo, Wilson. Look at the symmetry of this team. He's done that on purpose. Mbuemo, Wilson, Bruno, and I love that midfield. Captaincy and Bruno, yeah, it's really, really nice. Really, really, really nice team. Nothing wrong with that. Next up, we got Leslie, 2 free transfers for the Wegster. Gabriel, Tarkovsky, Chalobah, Timber, Pickford in goal, Bruno, Rice, Semenyo, Enzo, Wilson. Every week I say to... Should go in Bruno cap as well. Every week I think I say this is the best team I've seen all day. And that rhymes. Music. Great team. Bruno captain. This team should do very well, I would say. Not sure about the Everton double up in defence, but you never know. Everton are one of them, aren't they? Svedvin in the chat. A Bruno armband just seems sensible this week. Oops, Haaland just scored a brace against the Europa League winners. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen, isn't it? Should we just ask... Alright, think about the Prem and the last 5 game weeks. Does Haaland start versus Spurs? Don't let me down. No one's got the... there we go, Gravity, yeah. There we go, Kieran's got it. Gravity is the name of the film. Just to remind you what the emojis were for that one. I can't copy it. I can pin it. Can I pin it? Oh yeah, I can. Copy text. No, I can't. I'm not going to spend any more time on that. Look, I'm putting my rank on the line here. I like how Gemini's talking to me. If you want a straight answer, yes, he starts. I have analysed the press conferences and midweek data. The Haaland benchings are over for now. Here is the hardcore data breakdown of why he's a lock for the 11 against Spurs. The wake-up call is finished. Pep Guardiola bench Haaland Gameweek 23 against Wolves, citing exhaustion and a need to clean his mind and body. However, that rest has already served its purpose. He returned to the starting 11 in the Champions League against Galatasaray on Wednesday. Most importantly, he scored. He broke his open play drought in that match. Pep doesn't bench a striker who just found his scoring touch, especially not before a massive clash like Spurs. Oh man, I'm going to get absolutely killed by Erling. But the good thing is that lots of people are now going away from him as a captaincy, so like it hurts me less. So yeah, Edvin, I agree, mate. Bruno is the captaincy pick, 100%. I like the team as well. Yeah, very balanced. Ndai, Anderson, Saka. I'm not sure about... I mean, mate, we've all talked about it. We've gone through it here tonight. Is Saka a sell? Love it. Hoping Erling doesn't kill us. Is Saka a sell though? Kieran, what do you think about Saka? You're an Arsenal fan. You got a crazy good rank. Let us know what your thoughts are. I'd probably do Saka for Mbuemo. Who else is up there in terms of midfielders? Mids, game week 24. Enzo? Already got Enzo. Saka from Bremo or even Rice. I like Declan Rice a lot as an FPL asset and a footballer and a human. And Bowen Haaland up front. I mean, Edvin's rank is really good. He's a really good manager, so I'm sure he knows what he's doing. This is quite a maverick team. It's very different to sort of the template, I would say. You're going Captaincy and Bruno. Yeah, I like it. Should do well, man. Good luck. Benchings look good as well. Yep, all good, Edvin. Hope you do well. Steve Sedman, shall I wildcard this? I want to rid of the chip. No, this is not a wildcard. No chance. What? Is this Steve? Oh, he's got rid of it. Steve, are you there? Oh, he's deleted it. Steve, if you're out there, do not... Oh, there it is. Do I bench boost this? Want rid of the chip. Bench boost. Nah. Rule is if you think you can get 15 points on your bench, do it. Otherwise, hold it. Right. Good luck, Stevie boy. Yeah, Captaincy and Bruno, great. Like this team. Like this team. Saka, Rice, Rodgers, Semenyo, Bruno. Love that midfield. Saka is a concern. We've already covered that on the show. Gamer Fanatics. All I'm really worried about is who I should captain, and is my team good enough for this week, or is it another red arrow? Yeah, go Bruno, mate. I think everyone's going Bruno. It's one of those weeks. I don't overthink it either. This is a nice team. Saka is a problem, I think, but is he a problem enough to sell versus Leeds? Maybe not. Maybe you give him this game week, but his data is not good. The data, if you are someone who relies on data to play FPL, Saka is not the player that you want right now. What's Kieran saying about Saka? Saka is hard to call, mate. Can see minutes managed in the potential double that could cause frustration. Yeah, for me, I think he is a sell. I would prefer to have Declan Rice over Saka at this point. So yeah, keep your captaincy on Bruno or Haaland. You know, you could even coin toss that. Team looks really good though. I reckon this is a green arrow. Good luck, man. Nice. All looking good. Maybe give Saka one more game week. Yeah, I hope you are, Gamer Fanatics. Always a pleasure, mate. George Bailey, activate my wildcard after the 8th consecutive red arrow. What are you saying? Sanchez, Gahey, Timber, Gabriel, Chalobah, Semenyo, Rice, and Buemo, Bruno, João Pedro, Haaland. Yeah, nice, man. Nice. Nice. Efficient. Efficiency. Efficiency in wildcards. Yeah? And that is what I want. And Buemo captain. You maverick. You bloody maverick. Yeah, nice. I'd maybe go Bruno over Buemo, but also go with Guts. That's a little caveat that I do, because I can only recommend things, and sometimes they don't go right. Rolling my 1 FT from Claire Bear. Yeah, makes perfect sense. What a team. What a team. Makes perfect sense. What a team. Yep. Love it. Who have we got next? We've got Kieran. All three frees used. Hashtag template wanker. Hashtag licking my Gameweek 23 wounds. Hashtag how long is too long for a hashtag? From Kieran, FPL Discomfort, the icon that is FPL Discomfort. He's in the chat. What are you talking about, licking your wounds? Aren't you like 3,000th? I suppose you went from, oh man, you're in that position where like you're 100th in the world or whatever. And then if you go to 5,000th, you're like, what a rank. Don't even worry about it. Who the bloody hell is John? You got someone called John on your bench as GK and he's red flagged. What are your flags about? You got 3 flavors of Doritos on your bench, Kieran. Literally, you got flaming hot. What is this? Flaming hot, cheesy, and cool original Doritos on your bench. What are you doing about that? What are you doing about that? John. John. Goalkeeper. John. Never heard of him. Nice team. See, you've got Rice. Yeah, I think if you unpacked it a bit, I reckon you know deep down that Bukayo Saka, my fellow Arsenal supporter, Kieran, he's a sell. He's an avoid. You have Declan Rice in your team over Bukayo Saka nowadays. You know that's the answer. Let me ask you this, Kieran. In the chat, answer this question. I mean, I kind of know the answer because you have Rice in your team, but you're going Rice over Saka, aren't you? Would your advice be to someone else out there to go Declan Rice over Saka as an FPL asset at this current moment? I'm pretty sure you'd say yes to that. Which then leads to the conclusion that Bukayo Saka is an avoid and is a sell. Surely. Come on, let's get a definitive answer from you, my friend. Very nice team, Kieran. He's going Bruno as well. This is great because it really, if Haaland does slap, it doesn't hurt me as much. I'm glad people are moving away from Haaland now. I need to do a little reply for Kieran as well. What's this 3 flavors of Doritos you've been cooking? You greedy bastard. Never seen that. I love it. Look at that. Flaming hot. Cheese. What are they called? I actually had a bag of them earlier. What are the cheesy flavour called? Is it just cheesy? Cheesy Doritos. Tangy cheese. Tangy cheese. Cool original, flaming hot. Cool original, flaming hot. I'm just going to try and find a picture of all 3. Is it doable? Done. Found it. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. By the way, Doritos, what a crisp. What a crisp. They are dangerous. I got a bag of Doritos earlier and it was like, it wasn't one of the really big bags. It was like a medium bag. And I thought, I'm just going to have a couple. I'll have a couple, it's like 3 p.m. I got a little bit hungry. Cracked them open and I just couldn't stop. Like I ate the whole thing. Just done. Just smashed a bag of cheesy Doritos. Which brings me to my next question to the chat. What is the best crisp? What is your favourite packet of crisps? Let me throw a scenario at you, okay? You're on death row. Okay, you're on death row. You go in the next day and the guard comes through, knocks on the door and says, "You alright?" And you're like, "Alright." And he says to you, "Listen, we can't get you any food. Okay, sorry, you can't have your last meal, but you can have a packet of crisps." What are you picking as your final flavour, your final brand of crisps? And like, I don't have the answer to this question, but I've got a couple of contenders. So I'll tell you one that I really like, and that is Brannigan's. Are we all aware of Brannigan's crisps? This right here. I don't know which one I would go for over the other, whether it would be roast beef or they are both absolutely elite crisps. Another one that really tickles me, my sort of nostalgia, are Roysters. I'm not picking them as like my final crisp, but I'm telling you, man, and they're so niche. I think they might be illegal now. Like T-bone steak flavored Roysters, bubble chips. I tell you, like you have to be sitting down to eat these. Look how bubbly they are, so crunchy. Absolutely crazy crisp. Another one that I think have been made illegal was the beef and onion Walkers. You can't find them anywhere. Beef and onion Walkers. Absolutely mad. Absolutely mad crisp. Anyway, I digress. So you tell me what your favourite crisp is. Top 7K from Chris. You were in the chat earlier. I hope you're doing well. You're going Haaland cap. Okay. Lovely team. Not sure about Enzo Palmer, but I also kind of respect it because you're definitely covered for penalties. Aronson looks good, doesn't he? I'll tell you what. Aronson does look good. I mentioned that the other night when they were playing. I watched that game because I had DCL. Where's Aronson on our little Opta stats? I bet he's up there. Aronson, he is, yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look at XG first. XG, he's not up there as he's not as high as I thought he'd be. There he is. There he is up there. But XA, definitely. Great pick. Love that. Love that. You maybe perhaps think about doing Bruno over Haaland, but I think it is a coin toss. You could well get the luck of the draw there and smash up the Bruno Kappas. Love it. Very different team. Tempted by Bruno Cap. Okay. We move. Sorrow in the chat earlier. This is my wildcard team, and I'm bench boosting in 26. Where my bench will have Forest defenders versus Wolves and Richards versus Burnley and Mane with a double game week. Wow, you're planning it out. Love to see it. No, I'm not sure about Minoz. I think Palace are a bit of a unknown entity at this point. They're not getting the results, are they? And Glasner's out. Mateta's leaving. Eze's gone. I feel like someone else left. Gahey left, right? I'd probably go like I might go Aina. I'd probably back the home fixture. I'd probably back Forest there against Crystal Palace. But you may have it right. Go with your gut on that, but that would be a little bit of concern for me. Midfield's an absolute banger. The best midfield I've seen tonight. That is legit the best midfield I've seen tonight. Bruno, Rice, Enzo, and Buemo Rodgers. I could almost have that midfield. Sensational team. Best midfield I've seen all week. Sounds like a good plan, but don't bank on it. Anything can happen in terms of injuries, etc. Nice team. I like it a lot. Foxy. Here he is. Slabhead has arrived. He's gone Slabhead. Harry Maguire. Rayo, Gabriel, Tarkowski, Maguire. Wow. Mbuemo, Rice. Man United fan much, Foxy? Rice, Bruno, Semenyo, Palmer. Mate, that midfield again is tasty. What an MD. And Mane up front. Deserves a green arrow. Let's go. Foxy, if you guys aren't familiar with FPL Foxy, just go and give him a follow. Literally one of the coolest guys that I've met in the FPL community. What a legend he is. Great to have you in my life, in my life, mate. And then you deserve a green arrow, Foxy. Love it. Love the team. Hope you're well. Happy Friday, my bro. Foxy and I have been in the trenches. We did all sorts of captaincy shouts last year. We had one where we both went with João Pedro, and it just backfired horribly. And I think we were trying both to get into the top 1 million for most of the season. It was a disaster, but he made it more bearable. FPL Rishi in the chat earlier. I think I'll roll, but bench is super weak every week now. 1 mil in the bank, so could improve. Keen, even thought about Devaney and Ekitike to Enzo and Evan Nielsen, or João Pedro -4. Nah, just roll it, mate. Roll it, 100%. Yeah, this is definitely a roll. Def a roll. Don't overthink it. If in doubt, roll. Plus no injury issues. So save your transfer, save your FT. Yeah, nice. Good luck, man. FPL no rings, just wins, mate. Legend. Sorry to hear about your old man. That was some sad news last week. I hope you're doing well. Top 90k. Rolling this with one free transfer. Gordon and Sobo RB. Gordon versus Sobo RB. Yeah, I don't like Anthony Gordon whatsoever. I don't like the fixture. I don't like him as an asset. I don't like his hair. Let's have a look at, let's see what the data's saying, right? I like this game because you can see the names as we go down. For anyone who is coming late or whatever, this is the Opta stats for the last 5 game weeks, and I filtered it by midfield and forward. So you'll see the names as I go down. This is based on XG. So Watkins is top of the heap. Sharda, Thiago, and I'll keep going until we find Gordon. Right, so we're now past the top 10. He's not remotely, I can't see him. I'm looking down the list. He's below Casemiro. He's below Hwang. He's below Joe Linton. He's below Tavernier, Richarlison. Some of these guys are injured. Anthony Gordon is 100% a sell, 100% an avoid. His XG is not there. Let's have a look at XA. Again, we'll do the same thing. So Shirky's top of the heap. All right, his XA isn't actually that bad. So he is just outside the top 10. Sandwiched between Bruno and Saka. But I don't like the fixture, and I don't think that he is a very good asset. Let's ask Gemini. Talk to me about Gordon as an FPL asset for the short and long term. High ceiling, frustrating floor asset in 2026. If you want to move up the ranks, you need to understand that he is no longer the auto pick he was in 2024, but he remains one of the most explosive differentials in the game. Here is the data-backed breakdown of Gordon for the short and long term. So you're going to get frustrated by him. Jailhouse fixtures. Newcastle just entered a brutal stretch. Liverpool away, Spurs away, Man City away. Ouch. Yeah, I don't think he is the guy. So I would, if you're thinking about getting Szoboszlai in, I would do that for Gordon. Yeah, I would do that. I like that move. Also, you haven't got Bruno, mate. I would get a Manchester United midfielder. I'd get Mbeumo or Bruno for Gordon, or Szoboszlai for Gordon. That, for me, is the move you want to make. People are captaining Bruno, mate. A lot of the community. So, who have you gone for here? Palmer cap. Oh, mate, I love it. I love it. Yes, mate. Love Palmer cap. Wondering if you do Gordon to Bruno and cap Bruno though. Seems to be the move for a lot of the community, but go with gut and good luck. It's nice when you see a team that's like not very template. That's quite an unusual team there. I respect it. FPL Cafe in the house. What do you think about this as a wildcard team? Palmer to Saka if Arsenal double in Gameweek 26. Yeah, I would avoid Saka. Anyone who's out there. We kind of covered that quite a lot tonight. So that's my first thought. I'd go Palmer to... who do we like? If we're thinking Opta stats, let's do that. Let's go XG. Sharda, Enzo, Verts, Palmer. Palmer's up there. Gibbs, White. Oh, Brooks. I like the look of Brooks, at Bournemouth. Wilson, Lafee. I think Sharda, I'd go Palmer to... Let's see how Palmer gets on. I'll say fellow owner here. But also think about Palmer to not Saka. Would prefer Sharda. Also, Rice over Saka. If you're thinking Arsenal, Saka data is in the bin. I'll just say good luck, mate. FPL Cafe, another great guy that I've met in the community. FPL Roma, 1 FT with 1.6 mil in the bank. Roll. Done this week, O'Reilly to Chalobah. 1 FT with 1.6 in the bank. Roll. Done this week, O'Reilly to Chalobah. Yeah, this feels like a roll. I see a red flag, Dorgu. Yeah, you got Thiago on the bench. Yeah, 100% roll. I like Lafee, Lafee for this game. Burnley at home. His data's good as well, I like that. 100% roll. Where's your Captaincy? Semenyo. Have a think about Bruno cap. We got through the teams, so let's have a look at the chat. Who's said something about currently watching Waterboy? What a film! Barbie Boucher. Yeah, Steve, I got you, man. Saw your team. Thoughts chat on Djokovic or Alcaraz? Tennis chat there. X-Men Dark Phoenix cycle. No, the film was Gravity. Just looking through the chat. Thanks, brother. This, of course, is not the final version. The wife is outside and I'm at home tinkering. Can't get more cool than that. Yeah, I love that. Saka not a buy, not a sell before Leeds. Yeah, I think that's the conclusion, isn't it? You don't sell him before Leeds. He's definitely not a buy. The right answer was Gravity, just to confirm. Here we go. Tangy cheese from Foxy. I think he was telling me the flavour. Salt and vinegar squares, hands down. Let's have a look at the package. Here we go. We got into the crisp section of the live show. Squares, salt and vinegar. Absolutely. Look at this. It's just the nostalgia of this, man. I can taste them. Really great crisp. I like the cheese and onion flavour as well. Discos as well. That discos and squares for me are in the same sort of same category. Outrageous. Cheese and onion. I had a bag of cheese and onion earlier. Cheese and onion. Are we talking any brand there? Because it is a great flavour, isn't it? Yeah, like the McCoy's cheddar and onion is crazy. Absolutely crazy crisp. I had one of those about 3 days ago. My wife's a big crisp person. She loves crisps. And she gets like different variations. So at the moment she's got Quavers in the cupboard. And some Walkers. Cheese and onion really is up there for me. Lots of people give it a lot of shit, but I'm a big fan. Shrimp flavour, yeah, the Japanese shrimp crisps. I know exactly what you mean. I love them. Japanese shrimp. They are dangerous. Yeah, these things are absolutely dangerous. Like, oh boy. Yeah. Oh, and the gnarlier the better, right? Like that looks so good. They're sort of like prawn crackers. I mean, so niche. I know exactly what you mean. We got them. We used to live in New York and we used to get these quite a lot. Hot garlic. I bet they absolutely slap that flavour. Zytgul, I'm with you on that. Cheese and onion Tatoes. Cheese and onion Tatoes. I don't think I've actually had them. Look at that. Tato, cheese and onion. I've never actually had these. I'm going to try and find some. As a non-UK, I have to go with my old childhood favourite from Italy where I grew up. San Carlo 1936. Just bringing in some class there, Edvin. San Carlo 1936 chips. Oh, look at that. Look at the packaging on that. That is beautiful branding. It looks like it's almost like F1 style, you know. There's like something Formula 1 about it. They look great. I might have to order. Shall I just order some of them? Amazon. What is it called? San Carlo. What is it? San Carlo crisps. 37 quid. 10 bags. Yeah, I'm not spending 37 quid. There'll be an Italian delicatessen nearby. I'll have a look. Definitely look out for them. Cheese and onion Lays or Pringles, maybe sour cream Pringles if it's that type of day. Yeah, Pringles are crazy, aren't they? They're dangerous, man. What a dangerous crisp. Look at that wall of Pringles there. Yeah, cheese and onion Pringles, totally. I do like I'm not really that much of a fan of ready salted, but the ready salted Pringles are distinctive. Are a distinctive crisp. Pickled onion Monster Munch, absolutely calm. 100% in my top 5. If anyone who's not in the UK and is watching, or like not familiar with Monster Munch, just do yourself a favour and go and find a packet. If there is, I have a international audience sometimes. If you aren't familiar with this crisp, please just go and find some somewhere and come back to us and give us your thoughts. It is one of the best flavours of crisps that you can ever find. I also had I like the roast beef. You know, I like the spicy flavour. Monster Munch absolutely slap. They nailed it. How did they do it? Don't even tell me Monster Munch mayonnaise exists. No way. No way does Monster Munch mayonnaise exist. Monster Munch mayonnaise. No way, guys. Iceland. 50p. Oh my god. I'm gonna do an Iceland shop tomorrow. Add to basket. Stop it. Alright, that's done. That'll be a shop I'm doing tomorrow. Alright, keep them coming. I'm gonna get through all the crisps. We've got through the teams, we're getting through the crisps. Potatoes, rolls, chili. What is this? Oh yeah, okay. They like what are they called? Takis? I think it's Takis. Yeah, they look very similar to Takis. Potatoes, rolls, chili. I should start like a crisp channel and just like try crisps. I'd love that. I would absolutely love to do a crisp channel. There's a crisp here called Techers. Look at that. Love that. Kieran saying Mosquera is my fun 3-week punt suggestion. Defcon King. Bournemouth Poor from corners. Forest 2. Dublin 26. Edvin FIFA is jealous of me with the Maguire pick. Foxy saying love ya. As a Leeds fan, Arison is not the pick you want. He has gotten a lot better this season, but isn't FPL worthy. Fair enough. Good advice there. My OCD is to step in here. So sorry. Game week 2018 to 23 is 6 game weeks, not 5. Sorry. Yeah, fair enough. I'm an idiot with maths, honestly. I'll be the first to admit it. Yeah, it was gravity. 100% gravity. I'm so embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Calbee prawn crisps. Here we go. This is why we do this. Calbee prawn crackers. Oh yeah. Yeah. 100%. 100% on this. You know the issue I have with these? Like you do just get through them. And like you look at your fingers and they're just like so greasy and you're like, what did I just eat? You know, not quite sure. But man, are they delicious. Gammon Ruffles. Oh man, Ruffles, yeah. Yeah, Ruffles. I'll tell you what I had. So again, we lived in New York, and we're into this show called Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link, and they just like try food and stuff. And this flavour of Ruffles, it was sour cream and onion. Sour cream. Oh man, this right here. If you can source a bag of these, they will not disappoint, and you will get through that bag. Like, it is a crazy crisp. Crazy. Bert's Devon roast beef. Oh man, yeah. Oh, I think I had those the other day. Devon roast beef. Yes, I did have these the other day. Maybe 2 months ago, I had a bag of these with a sandwich. Really good. I'm a big fan of beef flavoured crisps. Yeah, man. Look at these Bert's Ridges. Oh, flipping heck. Yeah, exactly, Kieran. I don't do the maths. Rupert does the maths. Oh wow, Kieran, you've met Rhett and Link. That's so cool. Yeah, big fan of them. Rhett and Link. We got into my algorithm was all just about these guys for a good couple of years. Big fan. Just very easy viewing. Whenever there's like an Oreo taste test or something, I'm all over it. I just love that content. The worst crisp. I think that would be a question for another stream perhaps, because it is 9:03. I've been live for almost 2 hours, and I think it is time. And the music, my track just stopped there as well. So I think I will call it, guys. We're at 115 people watching across X and YouTube. That is absolutely sensational. I want to thank you all so much for taking the time to come and say hi this evening. I love it. And I love FPL, and I'm looking forward to this game week. Hopefully we'll have some green arrows to celebrate. And hit me up. Just DM me or whatever I'm about if you want to chat, FPL or whatever. And stay hydrated. You know, drink water, make better FPL decisions. And remember, FPL is not a substitute for a warm life. Peace out.